I want to talk to you real fast about Emerald Investment Management, and this is actually a great company to actually go for a specific when you have a specific project in mind. Okay, and one thing for sure, this is a company that will adapt to your situation if you have the right paperwork. Okay, they're pretty flexible, so that's pretty good. So let me first explain to you what this institution is, what they do, and how they can really help you out. So if you think about Emerald Investment Management, think about a company that specializes in private equity, senior living, and real estate investments. So that's their bread and butter. Okay, they actually do other stuff, but this is what they really focus on. So if you're interested in any of those three purposes, private equity, senior living, or real estate investments, you are really you're good to go, and you can really apply. You can really talk to them, no problem. So what Emerald Investment Management does is that it offers a tailored guidance to help clients reach their financial goals through a diverse portfolio. So this is pretty good, and the company's commitment to excellence ensures that as a client, you receive expert advice in like when it comes to a long-term asset optimization. So this is pretty good in terms of flexibility. Okay, and one thing I want to say here is that when you think about Emerald Investment Management, you're looking at a company that stands out for its expertise in navigating the complex world of investment management. So focusing on private equity and real estate, basically, this company provides clients with opportunities to diversify their portfolios and effectively with attractive risk-adjusted returns. So we're not speaking necessarily about loans. I will speak about that later on, but you have a company that really sort of accompanies you throughout the process. Okay, so the company actually is pretty good in terms of understanding market trends and providing strategic guidance to actually help you maximize returns. Okay, and so it has offices in Newport Beach, California, Park City, Utah, and Nashville, Tennessee. So those are the three geographies where they actually conduct business from. So if you think about Emerald Investment Management, what kind of real estate loans you can actually get from them? Okay, what I want to say here is that Emerald Investment Management actually offers their real estate loans depending on the specific project that you have. Okay, they have different real estate loans for various projects, and these loans are tailored to fit the needs of borrowers working on different real estate ventures. Okay, so let me give you an example. Let's say you're looking to invest in a commercial property or develop residential buildings. You can actually seek financial assistance from Emerald. Not a problem. They can actually work with you to see how your project is actually viable and how to really assist you in terms of funding. Okay, so let's talk also about the private equity approach. So basically, Emerald Investment Management's real estate loans are part of its private equity investment strategy under its division, Emerald Real Estate Partners LLC. Okay, and this means what? It means that the company offers funds, strategic advice, and support throughout the investment process. So, really, when you go through this process, you can see that Emerald has a win-win approach in place. Okay, so as a borrower, you benefit from expert guidance on how to manage your investments effectively. Okay, so Emerald is not just giving you the money; they're just helping you actually manage it pretty well too. So, what are the qualifications for Emerald Investment Management? So, to actually get their real estate loans, you have to understand that you gotta really you have to show your financial stability. This includes having a consistent income, minimal debt, and a history of meeting a history of meeting financial obligations promptly. Okay, so Emerald is looking for people or businesses with a clear plan for utilizing the loan effectively. So it's not just about how much you're looking to borrow. It's how you use the funds to actually get a return on investment. Okay, so you also need to understand that Emerald Investment Management actually focuses on assisting people with their financial objectives as long as you have a deep understanding of your industry and markets. You got to have a competitive edge, right? For Emerald to really trust you, to trust you in approving their real estate loans. Okay, so this is pretty good. So if you want to apply for an Emerald Investment Management real estate loan, how do you go about it? Well, first of all, you just need to, you can't really find information on their website, on the company's website, but you need to reach out to them via email or even phone. Okay, so they have a phone on their website, and they change the phone from time to time, and the phone will depend on your IP address. Okay, because they have headquarters in three locations, so they will actually the phone number that you see will depend on your IP address, on your location, your state and city of your zip code. Okay, so this is pretty important. And when you reach out to the company via email or phone, you want to be ready to share specifics about your real estate project and the financial goals. Okay, so that you can get guidance on the loan application process, because basically they want to see first if you're a good fit. Okay, and you can work with the company's portfolio managers to determine the best investment opportunity for you. So this is pretty important from a flexibility point of view. Okay, and there are also some private equity loans offered. So basically, when you think about Emerald Investment Management specializing in providing private equity loans for real estate project, you're talking about loans. You're talking about funding. You're talking about money that you can use to achieve your investment objectives by offering tailored financial solutions. Okay, so what I mean by that is that you are getting a loan that is customized to your specific situation. That's pretty good because it's kind of different from what you would get at a bank or a credit union, because bank or credit union has their standalone products, and you have to see that your projects fits their criteria. Whereas with Emerald, it's the other way around. They're actually fitting. They're making sure that they come to you with a product that fits your project, that fits your situation. Okay. And you also need to understand that as a borrower, you can benefit from efficient financial solutions designed to meet your post-funding needs effectively. Okay, so this is pretty good. So what are the advantages of Emerald Investment Management real estate loans? One thing you need to understand that you have to really appreciate the expertise that you get through Emerald. Okay, because if you think about it, they specialize in private equity real estate loans. In other words, they offer a unique opportunity for investors. Okay, not just for real estate developers, you're talking about investors too. So when you invest with Emerald, you can benefit from the diversification of assets through their expert debt management strategies. And they've been doing this for years. Okay, so they have some expertise in this field. And it just means also that when you work with Emerald, you are actually spreading your money across different types of investments. So you are in effect reducing risk, which is really important for Emerald. Before they actually invest in your project by lending you money through debt or even private equity, they want to make sure that you have a diversified portfolio, or at least if you have a unique portfolio, if you have a unique project, that it is actually in an area that is diversified and not enough in terms of the local economy or actually the global economy. Okay, so this is important. So, long story short, investing with Emerald, one advantage here is that it can help you achieve your financial goals by putting your money into various infrastructure projects. Okay, and also, the company's focus on real estate allows for steady returns over time. And with their expertise in the market, they can help you navigate challenges and make informed decisions to grow portfolio effectively. Now let's talk about the disadvantages of Emerald Investment Management real estate loans. Okay, nothing is perfect, so for every situation where you have positives, you may have drawbacks too. So Emerald Investment Management's real estate loans come with some drawbacks. First of all, there is a high debt risk associated with these investments. Okay, that's an important element to think about. This means what? It means that if the real estate market experiences a downturn, let's say a downturn, as we've seen in the last few years. I mean, you saw what happened during COVID, for instance. Like sometimes the global economy or the local economy may go through some hiccups. So you just need to be aware of those risks, and you could face challenges in repaying the borrowed money. Okay, and so something to really remember here as an investor, you might have challenges. Okay, and also you have to understand that there could be a limited diversification in investment portfolios that Emerald offers. Okay, so with a focus on real estate loans, investors may miss out on actually spreading their investments across different asset classes to reduce overall risk exposure. So here, I'm speaking to you not just as a borrower, but as an investor in the portfolio that Emerald is trying to build. Okay, so you also need to understand is that basically there could be a lack of transparency in project management within this type of investment, and this can lead to uncertainties for investors regarding how, let's say, their funds are being utilized and managed within specific projects. So something to really be aware of. Of course, Emerald is trying to reduce that risk, but you can never shield yourself from, let's say, a complete risk in this economy. Okay, and also you need to understand is that basically what happens in the local economy, but also global economy. For instance, decisions from the Fed, okay, the Federal Reserve Bank, could also affect your investments. So, what are the pros and cons when it comes to Emerald Investment Management real estate loans? So, in terms of positives, one thing I want you to really remember here is that you have competitive interest rates. Okay, you have interest rates are pretty. They're more than decent. That's really good, and you have flexible loan terms. The loan terms are pretty flexible in terms of clauses like conditions. Okay, so that's something that's pretty good to really keep in mind. You have a quick approval process because again, Emerald does conduct due diligence. Usually, they have some information about the markets they're investing in, the markets they're financing. They have a clear idea what's happening, what the local trends are. So they're not going to spend days upon days or weeks upon weeks to go over an application. They know already whether it's a good application or bad application. Okay, and also you have access to experienced real estate professionals. So that's pretty good from a flexibility point of view. And you also have a variety of loan options available. So this is pretty good. So in terms of pros, if you're looking for Emerald Investment Management real estate loans, you are pretty in good hands. Okay. What about the drawbacks? So you have potentially higher fees compared to other lenders because Emerald is not cheap. That's something to think about. I mean, all that expertise they're giving you, that has a cost. Okay. You have stricter eligibility requirements because again, they're investing with you. So they just want to make sure that their investments are secured. You have limited availability in certain regions. I mean, when you think about real estate, you're speaking about the local economy. So there are some regions that will be more attractive than others, right? More attractive than others. So you could see that your region may not be quote unquote economically attractive, and you have possible fluctuations in interest rates, and you also have limited customer service support in some areas. Something to really think about. So when you think about Emerald Investment Management, you actually do business with this company? Of course, yes. If what they have fits the kind of business model you have, give them a chance, okay? They're available nationally, but again, they'll let you know whether or not the specific project you have in your specific area fits their business model, okay? So, but the company itself is legit, not a problem, okay? This is a trustworthy investment company specializing in private equity and real estate services. They assist clients in creating a diverse portfolio tailored to their financial objectives, okay? They've been doing this for years now, so this is not a newcomer. They have a solid they have a solid and proven track record, okay? They with a solid reputation. This company collaborates with well-respected affiliates in the industry, ensuring reliable guidance and support for investors, but also borrowers, okay? So this is something to keep in mind. And also, Emerald does a good thing at helping you achieve your long-term financial goals through strategic asset allocation and expert advice on market trends. And also, their focus on private equity and real estate projects opens up opportunities for growth and stability within an investment portfolio. So this is really good. And they partner with reputable companies, okay? So that's pretty good. And one thing you need to really understand is that the company also offers commercial real estate loans. So in terms of you having access to funding, you are in good hands, okay? And those commercial real estate loans are tailored to businesses looking to invest in properties such as office buildings, retail spaces, or industrial facilities, okay? And one thing you need to really understand is that if you don't qualify with Emerald Investment Management, you are able to look elsewhere because you have other lenders that I've covered on this show before that actually can give you bad credit business loans, business lines of credit, business loans, let's say for women, for instance, business loans for minorities, business term loans, equipment financing. You have invoice financing. Okay, this is pretty good also. You have invoice factoring, merchant cash advances. You also have revenue-based loans. So this is really good. You have SBA loans. This is pretty good. You have also working capital loans. So you have a variety of loans that are possible in terms of flexibility, in terms of accessibility. As an epilogue into this conversation, I spoke to you about Emerald Investment Management. I need to insist on the fact that Emerald is not going to give you a direct loan or a fix and flip loan or let's say something similar. No, you just are better off going to a direct lender or a lending marketplace, okay? There is a specific niche within which Emerald likes to operate, and if you fit that niche, they'll work with you. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.